Hello everybody, my name is Artem and I'm co-founder of Socialprofiler. I am leading AI and partially product team. And I want to tell you several features that are inside our patent, so give you an exposure of what we are doing under the hood. I want to say several words like kudos for the Stanford University Graph Lab, which was leading by Yuri Lisovets. In several years ago, they have built a nice work on the matter of how to get all the communities from graph. Their idea was not just to make some kind of clusterization, but to work with graph as if all communities are overlapped. And this is a great idea because in real world, especially in social networks, we have the whole communities overlapped because the same people can be in several communities, the same school, the same university, the same interest like boxing, kiteboarding, wakeboarding, skiing. The communities will be overlapped at the same person, and the same persons can have another layer of for example, friends, or it can be a layer of people who work together. So all the communities are overlapped. We have a nice chart of how it's working. For example, you can see that community D, D's index is overlapped with community B. Here is index of community B, and the overlapping is here. It's a small area, and let's pretend that it's me, like Artem, and it's Tony, and we are into different sports. For example, Tony is skiing, and I am more into wakeboarding, but we know each other, so we are overlapped here. Another part that is really cool is that we have conditional links with their community. For example, if we have Tom Hanks, we have labeled it as an actor. It's not the whole story about Tom Hanks. We also have another label that can really make you feel that something is wrong if you don't know Tom Hanks for sure. Like it's about football, because he's fan of Aston Villa, and he has even invested some money into this club. We have two labels for it, and if somebody is like following Tom Hanks, we can check all other interests of this particular customer, and check if he has football interest, or if he has some kind of interest inside the cinematography. And after it, we can decide what label we should put on Tom Hanks for this particular case. John Smith problem, it's the problem that we are having when we want to take two graphs from Instagram and TikTok, for example, and want to match John Smith. There are lots of John Smiths in both networks, so we don't know for sure which one is the real one. How we are doing it? Let's have a look on our chart that we had prepared for our patent. And this is something like the only one John Smith from California on the left side. Here it is. And there are a bunch of several John Smiths that we want to match it. It's like John Smith from California, John Smith from New York, from Texas, and all others John Smiths. They're on Instagram. So what are we gonna to do? We want to know the friends of this particular John Smith. The friends of this John Smith is Mary Smith. Here it is. It's Tommy Smith. It's Tony Higgins. Some kind of Charlotte and Kim. And we normalize these names. So for Tommy we get Tom. For Tony, we get Anthony. For Charlotta, we have the name as it is, and for Kim, the same. For now, we are doing the same pre-requirement check for all John Smiths in Instagram. So for this John Smith, we get his friends, and it's only Mary Smith, it's only the one. So the score will be only +1. Here we have John Smith from New York, and nobody of his friends are matching with John Smith from Texas. This is the same, it's not the one that we are looking for. And here is the John Smith from California, because we have like 3 matches, 1, 2, 3, and all of them are the same friends. So rather confidently we can say that this is the same John Smith from California. Why this is like a crucial part for our patterns and for our service? Because when we are taking the graph from Instagram is more about posts with pictures, and for example X is more about the small messages and getting information about politics, investments, and so on. It's totally different interest here. And in TikTok it's video. So we want to take Instagram profile, match it with other networks, and get the whole profile, extract all interests from several networks. I have told you about 2 main ideas that are making the whole social profiler working. John Smith, and it makes all our graphs matching together at the terms of social networks. So we have the one profile for one person, and another one is how we're extracting our interest from social network graph. This is amazing part too, because it gives us not only the interests that are can be seen by your eyes, but we are try to dwell inside the really deep layers of graph and get some kinds of really latent information that you can't see with your eyes. Thank you for watching. It was Artem here, and have told you everything about we have under the hood and technology part.